Hey guys, Utah Steve here, back for another adventure. Finally. First real one of the year. Mr. T-Max and I tried to do that overnighter at Wheeler Creek. Didn't go so well. The weather's beautiful now. Temperatures in the 80s and 90s. And it's only mid-June. So pretty warm already. I am on my way to a place called the Maples near a Snowbasin. It's a ski resort close by. I'll have to hike in about a mile is all. Whoa, am I making you sick? I'm headed to Wendy's. I'm gonna start this off right with a full belly. So we'll talk more when we get up to the Maples.
Hear that lonesome whippoorwill, he sounds too blue to fly. The midnight train is winding low, I'm so lonesome I could cry. I've never seen a night so long when time goes crawling by. The moon just went behind a cloud to hide its face and cry. Hear that lonesome whippoorwill, he sounds too blue to fly. The midnight train is winding low, I'm so lonesome I could cry. Did you ever see a robin weep when leaves begin to die? That means he's lost the will to live, I'm so lonesome I could cry. Hear that lonesome whippoorwill, he sounds too blue to fly. The midnight train is winding low, I'm so lonesome I could cry. The silence of a falling star lights up a purple sky. And as I wonder where you are, I'm so lonesome I could cry. Hear that lonesome whippoorwill, he sounds too blue to fly. The midnight train is winding low, I'm so lonesome I could cry. The midnight train.
Well, we're here. I have to eat my sandwich. I got the slippery chicken. It's not what it's called. It's what kind of an inside joke. People I used to work with. A little bit about Snowbasin. This area where I am now is crowded today. It's full of mountain bikers. That's what it's mostly known for, is the mountain biking. The campground that I'm going to is abandoned. It's no longer maintained at all, but you can still go there and camp. It's on National Forest Service land, so no permit needed. Free camping. Fire danger is low. I don't know what the firewood situation is like. I have to hike in about a mile, and then we will figure it out from there. I'm gonna have to compete with a lot of mountain bikers, but my guess is, looking at them, they're just here for the day. It's Saturday, it's beautiful, and why not, you know? So I will be a lone wolf carrying my Teton sports backpack up the road, sticking out like a sore thumb. But it's okay. It's free, and it's only about 20 miles from my house. So, the Snowbasin, the ski resort, was used in the 2002 Winter Olympics here when they were held in Salt Lake City. Even though this isn't Salt Lake City, they were all over the place here. But this was one of the sites of the ski events that took place. Let me give you a look around as soon as I finish my sandwich. Our trailhead is right over there, so I'm parked pretty close. So there's a whole trail system in here, and this road that used to be used to drive down to the campground is closed to vehicles, not to me or mountain bikers, or apparently horses. Now, as you can see, I did bring a water bladder sitting on top of my pack there. My last adventure, I thought that water bladder broke, but it actually just wasn't screwed on right. And so I decided this time to play it safe, keep it on the outside of my pack, not going in very far anyway. Can I just say something about mountain bikers? Most of the time they're very polite. They come up behind you, they ring their bell. This group that just passed me about ran everybody down, including some other people that were heading back to the parking lot. No bell, no warning, just flying past people. No regard for what if I stepped this way. We'd both be in pain. Just disrespectful. Well, everything I read online said there wasn't much water up here. So I brought my bladder, but I also brought my water filter. So this is comforting, but it would have been good to know. So if you come up here during spring runoff, there's plenty of water. I don't know about the rest of the year. Almost to the campsite. Or the campground, I should say. Now, according to my GPS, right through these trees across this meadow is the campground. They don't really want to tromp through here unnecessarily, so although there is this little road, I think I will. Otherwise, it's continue following the dirt road about another quarter mile, and then it loops back into the campground. Isn't this beautiful? My pack weighs about 30 pounds, which is a lot for an overnight. But I wanted to be comfortable and have fun. If I was going farther in, I definitely would have lightened my load. So I need to correct myself. This is the right road into the campground, but it didn't seem like it because it's so overgrown, because it's not maintained anymore. Nobody's going this way. They're all hiking up that trail back there. Hiking and riding bikes. Haven't seen any campers. And it's there's a good chance that I will have this to myself. I'm a big fan of taking the road less traveled. This is beautiful. I needed this. If I keep going up there, I will end up right in the heart of the campground. But look at this, right here. And it clears out over there. And I see a table. So, we're gonna go this way. All right, we have a camper here. So, my guess is they had the same idea. There's nobody actually there, just a tent. Probably claiming the campsite for later. So, I don't want to be around people. Okay, I think we found it. This old dead tree will do as firewood. Here's our fire pit. And these trees behind me, that's where my hammock's going. Probably not that one and that one, but that one and the one a little further behind it. Need some distance. Worst case scenario, there's lots of room right over there. There are a lot of places to hang a hammock and no restrictions, so this is home for the night, my friends. Welcome to it. Yep. All I hear are birds and crickets and wind. This isn't very far from the main trail, but it's far enough. Can't hear people. No one's gonna come up here. This is amazing. There's gonna be, well, there was a full moon last night. Tonight, it's gonna be bright. It has been the last few nights. It was a full strawberry moon. Tonight it's a waning gibbous. I hate it when my gibbous wanes. It was a waxing gibbous before it was a full moon. And if you've ever waxed your gibbous, I don't recommend it. Anyway. This makes an 80-hour work week worth it. Well, I'm in the hammock. I've got my tarp over me. There's more to go. There's, you know, the sleep pad, the overquilt, the underquilt, all the stuff I need at bedtime. I even brought a jungle blanket just in case. But I've been awake since about 24 hours, I guess. I worked a 12-hour shift at the hospital last night. And I'm beat. It's about 1:30 in the afternoon, so I think what I'm gonna do before I finish setting up is enjoy this peace and quiet and take a nice snooze for maybe a couple hours. I'm so tired. And this hammock is just rocking me to sleep like a baby. I love hammock camping. It takes all the pressure off your whole body. All the hiking, all the, maybe you have joint problems or back problems. It just takes all of that off of you, as opposed to, and I love sleeping in tents too. I have not given that up. But when you compare sleeping on the floor, on the hard ground, even with the sleep pad, to absolute feeling of weightlessness while you sleep, you know, this is pretty good. So I'm gonna drop my phone if I keep talking. So I have not set everything up. My gear is back there, kind of all over the place at the moment, but I kind of hit a wall and realized I really need to sleep. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'll come back in a little while and we will discuss the plan for this overnight adventure. Okay, so I tried to take a nap. It didn't quite work. My brain won't stop because I laid there. I had it between, let's see here, these two trees. And the problem was this tree was too close. The problem was that this tree was too close to that tree. So I strung it a little further to his friend behind him. And what happened is my tarp was wrapped around this. It was really messed up, and A, I didn't want to look like a jackass on video, and B, it drove me nuts. I kept laying there in the hammock trying to take that nap looking at the tarp. Nope, I'm not taking it down. Nope, I'm not moving it. I'm not doing this all over again. I'm tired. I've been awake a long time. Nope, staying where it is. It ate at me, and my friends, I gave in. So here we go. The new setup between these two trees. And it's solid. The reason it's low and tight is because it's been very windy. It's not so bad right now, but it has been very windy. And it was just flapping like a kite in the wind. So I really anchored it down, lowered it, and she's good to go for the night. So let's take a brief tour of the camp. My setup's really simple. My goal here is to relax after a long week. My goal is not to educate the world about backpacking. Although, if you've never backpacked, you're going to learn something. Probably what not to do, but that's how it goes. Anyway, this is the Camp is Easy tarp. I also have a Camp is Easy hammock that goes with this, but I went with my double hammock, and I'm not sure who it's made by. I'll have to look in a second, because I wanted something that I could wrap around me in addition to my sleep gear, my blankets and stuff, and I'll show you what that is now. Hammock straps holding the hammock up, some solid cordage holding up the tarp. Let's go inside. This ground tarp is made by another company that eludes me. I'm just going to keep throwing these up on the screen if I can't remember them right off the top of my head. The reason I can't remember them is I haven't used this yet. This is brand new, and I think I paid 20 bucks for it. I can't remember. Anyway, I've got the Snug Pack under blanket here, which I've used in the winter time. Works really well. Keeps the heat from escaping from underneath me. I have the Snug Pack over blanket, which I've never used, and when I took my nap I tried it out and it's toasty. I'm impressed, but it's heavy. I've got my sleep pad, Alps Mountaineering, to also help insulate. And I have a bug net I could put over this. I may do that before bed. I'm not sure. I don't know if ants are nocturnal or not. There aren't any mosquitoes at all. But these ants, they are all over the tree. They're everywhere. And does not sound like a good time to me to wake up in the night being eaten alive by ants. I do have bug repellent. But I'll probably go with the bug net. It just hooks on with some carabiners, and that'll complete my setup. I'll probably sleep on my fleece jacket here, or pullover. When I go to bed, I'll be in thermals. I'll be under all that warmth, so I'll use this as a pillow. Underneath the jacket, I did not put this nail here. It was already here. I don't put nails in trees, but when in Rome, it was already here, so I went with it. And this is my usual Osprey rolling pack. I don't know what you call it, but my first aid's in here, my fire kit, and miscellaneous hygiene type stuff. toothpaste and whatnot. And oh, and the new Outlander backpack, I've done a video on this before. It's packable. I brought that because I quite often will go on little impromptu hikes. I can't take my huge backpack doing that, and I need to not carry everything in my hands. So I remembered it this time. So if and when I decide to go for a hike, probably tomorrow morning, then that's what I'll use to carry my water and snacks and whatnot. I'm using my usual Teton Sports Explorer 4000. This is a heavy pack, but it's solid. It weighs 4 pounds. I am going to downsize and go lighter with a lot of this gear in the future, but I just can't afford it right now. So this is what I've got. You'll get that for about 70 bucks on Amazon. Also done a video on that. I left my Rockstar in there. These are so good, these ginger brew. They're ginger ale, basically, with caffeine in them. Why do I need that? Because I've been awake a long time and I've had to keep going. Okay, so extra carabiners just in case I need them. Little mug for cocoa or whatever. I don't like to use the same mug to drink out of that I eat out of, because then I have floaties. This is my down jacket made by Exertion. I've done a video on that. Okay, over here got my food bag, and we'll just go through that as I eat this stuff. I'll show you what I'm eating. Notebook and a journal to do some journaling and writing up here. I write a lot of poetry, and I like to have that with me. I got my stainless steel cook pot. This thing's rock solid. I love it. There's just some hand warmers and batteries in there. Little knockoff pocket rocket stove. I've done videos on this before. And some fuel. And then over here, just out of the way, I hung my water from the platypus. So, still full, 3 liters. I can use the spout to drink from. I can also use it as a faucet and wash my hands and fill my cook pot and that kind of thing. So kind of handy. Let's see, one more thing. My water bottle. I love this thing. It's rock solid as well. Camelback. Really thick Nalgene type material. Just solid. I love it. So this is my carry around and drink bottle. I also have my water filter in the backpack. There are some things I haven't taken out because I haven't used them yet. Haven't needed them. Multi-tool, and you know, there's my toothbrush. Check it out. Just a few bucks, man. Electric. Anyway, pen. Just nothing major, you know. Just enough to get away overnight. Now, all of this gear weighs about 30 pounds total with food and water. So, without food and water, you're looking at maybe 20 pounds. And I could save some weight in the backpack. By getting a lighter pack, I can save weight by not bringing the stuff sacks that everything came in. There are different things going on in my head right now that I'm learning from. Every trip I go on, I learn something that I want to do different next time, and that's what I'm thinking in terms of weight this time. So what I think the plan is, it's 4 p.m. now. I got here about 1 o'clock, so I've been here about 3 hours. I haven't been able to sleep, but I got everything set up and I'm ready to go. So I think I'm gonna have, not really dinner yet, but a snack, and just kind of recharge a little bit, and just take in the scenes around me. This video is gonna have a special guest, Mr. T-Max. If you saw my Wheeler Creek video with him, our failed overnight, quote unquote overnight, where we got rained and snowed out. He's going to return, not tonight. He has something, a previous obligation. So tomorrow he wants to meet me up here at Snowbasin, and we're going to do some hiking and exploring. So that'll be fun. I don't know if he's going to vlog or not, but you know, that's okay. I've never been in someone else's video. Kind of weird to think about. Anyway, that is the plan right now. There hasn't been a whole lot going on. It's just peaceful and quiet and just me and nature. I can hear the people down there who were that tent that I showed you. I can hear them down there yelling once in a while, but they're pretty far away. And the road back to Snowbasin is just straight down there and then back that way. So we're not really that far from anything, but it feels like we are. And that's the key. I just need to feel like I'm far away. I don't necessarily need to be far away. I still have a cell phone signal where I am, which is rare in Utah. You go into the mountains and you just lose your signal. So I think that's it for now. That's the plan, and I'll check back with you in a few minutes. Okay, so we're gonna have this chicken salad with crackers as a snack. These are cheap, they're like $1. And then I have my MRE, which most of this is for dinner. I repackaged it. I make videos about these once in a while. I repackaged it so that it took up less space and weighed less and took a few ounces off. I'm going to dig through this and decide what I want to eat right now out of it. Okay, so I'm going to go with the beef jerky. Bowls beef jerky. I thought it said balls. It does not. It says bowls. The beverage base raspberry. This is sugar-free. I'm kind of disappointed. I was looking forward to raising my blood sugar without drinking my Rockstar. I don't want to drink my Rockstar till morning. Toaster pastry, frosted brown sugar. This sounds like a Pop-Tart. We'll see. And then our chicken salad. So let's go ahead and open this Pop-Tart thing. I want to see what it looks like. Alright, as you can see, it is a Pop-Tart. Brown sugar. So, not the most exciting snack, but hey, I'll feel better after I eat it. I'm kind of drained of energy. That's pretty good. It's not quite the same as a Pop-Tart. I mean, it is a Pop-Tart, but not made by Kellogg's, you know. Mm-hmm. I think after our snack here, I think I'm gonna take a little hike down the road, check things out now that there aren't so many people around. It's getting later in the day and people are starting to take off just like I thought they would. So there's camp. People are usually pretty good about leaving stuff alone out here, so not too worried about that. I have my wallet, my phone, and my keys. Everything else can be replaced pretty easily. Let's head down this wonderful path. Beautiful.
If today was not an endless highway, if tonight was not a crooked trail, if tomorrow wasn't such a long time, then lonesome would mean nothing to you at all. Yes, and only if my own true love was waiting, if I could hear her heart softly pounding, if only she was lying by me, then I'd lie in my bed once again. I can't see see my reflection in the water. I can't speak the sounds that show no pain. I can't hear the echo of my footsteps, or remember the sound of my own name. Yes, and only if my own true love was waiting, if I could hear her heart softly pounding, if only she was lying by me, then I'd lie in my bed once again. There's beauty in the silver singing river. There's beauty in the sunrise in the sky. But none of these and nothing can touch the beauty that I remember in my true love's eyes. Yes, and only if my own true love was waiting, if I could hear her heart softly pounding, if only she was lying by me, then I'd lie in my bed once again. Yes, and only if my own true love was waiting, if I could hear her heart softly pounding, if only she was lying by me, then I'd lie in my bed once again.